That took me a second. I thought you'd say something first, but never mind.
Nah, straight in. Welcome to the channel, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're new here, I'm the real Dilshan. This is the waviest in the streets. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Reena.
And we will be doing a review. Review? Yes, a review, not a reaction. A review on Bo Burnham Inside Special on Netflix. Do go check it out. It is amazing. I could literally end the review right there. That's it. That's it.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Literally, click. Unbelievable. I think it's an hour and a half.
Yep.
It's an hour and a half, and it's pretty much filmed in just his garage. I think it was.
Yeah, like it's just like a small room.
It's in a small room, and it was done during Corona. I think he took over a year to do the entire special, and I must say, I'm blown away. I genuinely can't. I have to thank Reena for introducing me, so thank you.
You're welcome.
I have got a bunch of reactions to some of the songs he did release in that special. The ones that are on YouTube, they're on my channel. Go check them out. But wow, I didn't expect him to have that many songs in one special. I really didn't. Essentially, when I started doing the reviews, I thought there was like 5 or 6 songs, and it was going to be more of like a theatre play of him doing things around it.
Yeah.
As opposed to what it was, which was a bunch of different songs and kind of clips of him filming and living his life in between all of that.
Yeah. As, like, obviously anyone who's seen the other specials as well, we know that Bo's speciality is kind of songs and stuff. Although, yeah.
Excuse me, guys. It was my first special, and literally, I think the first video I did was...
Welcome to the Internet?
Welcome to the Internet, I think, was the first reaction I did, and that was my first initial engagement into Bo Burnham and everything he does. So I'm officially involved. I'm a Bo Burnham fan massively. I'm fully involved. So she got me to leave an initial rating of each song that we went through, like that the special goes through. So I'll give you my initial rating out of 10. She'll give you hers, and then we'll discuss each song and just talk about the things we liked. We'll talk about the even the little things outside of the songs themselves. You know, the productions, the little clips, the things that he talks about. Just how he kept me engaged, how he kept us engaged throughout. Or the fact of the matter is, it's a comedy. It's basically a stand-up almost. But to be funny with absolutely no crowd, no reactions of laughter, and have full faith in yourself to deliver every joke the way he did, it blows my mind. It is genuinely amazing to me. So, I think I've got on my notes page, let's have a look. The first one was content.
Yeah.
I've put 6 out of 10 for content. Which I think, now that I'm thinking about it, might be a little lower than it deserves. I do think I'd give it a 7.
Okay.
I think I'd give it a 7.
Strong
solid.
7.
Yeah, a strong 7. I really liked the production for that one. I think that was the one where all the lighting, where he had
the disco ball.
The disco ball, right, with the light, like the flashlight coming from his head onto the disco ball. So it like portrays the whole image. That was really, really cool. The little things like that. The battery. What did I tell you?
2 bars.
2 bars.
And it does this.
Straight to 1. My goodness me. All right, guys. We're gonna pause the video right here, and then we will be right back. Okay. Okay, we're back.
Hi.
Yeah, there was a lot happening. Anyways, so where were we? We was on.
You just did content.
We did content, right? Yeah. No, I really liked content. I can't actually remember too much.
It was just the opening song.
It was the opening song, right?
Yeah, like, it's been a while. Robert's been a little depressed. But open wide. Daddy made you some content.
That was, yeah, it was really good to see the way he introduced the whole thing. I did like, yeah, the main part that I liked was the production. I think that was really cool. And then we had comedy. Comedy was hilarious.
Comedy is one of my top 5.
Yeah, you know what? I gave it a 9 out of 10. I gave it a 9 out of 10. So It's up there, definitely. What did I put? The silent timing for when he says, shut the up.
Yeah.
When he tells them to shut up, that is hilarious. I think it's perfect. It's the way he does, the little things he does in these is what makes him a genius to me. And I say it time and time again because it genuinely is a level of genius that comes to it. Not only does he have to be funny, he's a comedian, it's the build up to most of the jokes or build up to certain moments that gets you and you're just like, oh, you don't need to be, you don't need to find it funny per se, but you get the gist.
Yeah. From
the comedic timing of him telling everyone shut up, and then he shuts himself up. Love it.
Oh, sorry.
That's right. And I put acknowledging what the special has done for him. I think in that song, he kind of reiterates what the special itself has done for him and how it's helped him progress through the course of Corona, obviously, which is where during the time he filmed it. And knowing that he'd been through depression and fought his way out of it, and then this happens, and him kind of acknowledging it, it just shows like how self-aware he is. I've got to really rate that. After that, we had FaceTime my mom. I gave that a solid 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't. It was definitely above a 6 or a 7 for me, but it wasn't like a 9 or a 10. I think I gave it an 8 just because a lot of the things that he talks about, where he's like, "Oh, my mom's got a thumb over the camera." I'm like, "Mom,
yeah.
Why can I relate to that? Why is your thumb on the camera? You're FaceTiming me. Take your thumb off the damn thing."
You know what? I think when I originally saw it, I did rate it a lot. Like, I just sort of went over that one. I was like, okay, yeah, it's funny. It's boppy. It's catchy.
Yeah, it was good catchy.
But I think the more I've listened to it since, like, his album's on Spotify, everyone. The more I listen to it, it's sort of grown on me more.
Right.
Whereas, I wouldn't have rated it that highly.
Highly when you first.
Yeah.
Fair play. Yeah. No, I think just because of how much I could relate to it, because when I do FaceTime my mum, the woman's a clown. She just clearly she doesn't know what the hell she's doing, and I'm just telling her like, "Mum, it doesn't need to be this close to your face. Why am I staring at your nose?
Yeah.
Please back up."
Mine just shouts. She's just shouting on the phone, and I'm like, she's in Primark, and she's showing me a dress, and she's like, "Oh, I can't hear you." I'm like, "Yeah, because you don't have signal." I'm like, "Hang up. Send me a picture." But
yeah, no, FaceTime Mum, that was a really good one.
Relevant.
To be fair, when you mentioned it, he didn't film everything in chronological order. Everything was kind of just filmed in his own time whenever he did it, and then he put it into order.
Yeah. For
the special. I think that's quite cool because I think certain placements of certain songs just felt right. I felt like FaceTime my mum, I feel like it wouldn't have fit as well as it did had it come later in the special.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I feel like it came at the right time.
We might have to pause this again. 1 second.
We'll be right back. Alright, we're back.
Hi, sorry, my mum came in.
It happens, okay? The life. So yeah, that was FaceTime my mum. I think that was, I like that.
She must have been summoned.
she heard me
complaining about her. She was like, "Nope, there's a disturbance in the force."
And she just walked straight in. Then we had That's How the World Works.
Soccer.
I've got that as down as a 10 out of 10. That might be my favourite. It might just be my favourite. I think...
That's a good one.
I think Socko was brilliant. I think doing the whole ventriloquism... Even though his lips didn't really move, I don't think he was doing ventriloquism itself. I think he'd done the voiceover.
Yeah, I think he might have been a voiceover.
And just kind of edited it in.
Yeah.
Brilliant nonetheless. I've put down addressing the socio-political issues through ventriloquism. The things he mentioned were genius, and the domination of Socko to show exactly what he wants. I think that specifically was the bit when he tells Socko to behave.
Yeah, look at me.
Look at me. And Socko's like, were you not listening to everything I just said? You are literally doing everything we just spoke about. And I think, again, genius. Just to show, outside of the song, exactly what the song was representing. The domination of white males in the modern world. It's
white males dominating.
White males dominating.
They're not being dominated. Well, they deserve to, but you know what? Wow. That's a separate issue.
Another issue. But yes,
anyway.
No, them dominating was definitely the forefront of that song, and him being a white male himself and acknowledging it just shows how aware he is. He's not ignorant as most others are, and he's very, very well accepting of most of the things he was honest about. I think he mentioned the line of, we dominated for 400 years. Like, that's him accepting and acknowledging and not just blowing over, because he knows they are at the forefront of pretty much everything in the world today anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really, really like that one. I think he was very specific, and a lot of the things he mentioned, a lot of the social political issues that he mentions are things that I feel like a lot of white males do know about, but choose to ignore because of the privilege they have.
I think that's not just even like a white male specific thing. It is, again, where we sort of come to like intersectionality, where like people will think just because they're not privileged in some ways that they can't be privileged in other ways. And that when they're learning about it and they're like, oh yeah, I just want someone to educate me about it. And it's like, honey, educate yourself. Just like Soccer said, don't burden me with the responsibility of your education.
Yeah, right. And exactly, the fact that Soccer said that in itself just represents everything we just talked about. The fact of the matter is, please learn to educate yourself. It is not anybody's duty to let you know what you should know. It's on the internet. Welcome to the internet.
Yeah.
You can
have a look around.
Have a look around. You'll find everything you want to. I promise you.
And if you're looking into things, please look at intersectionality as well. Don't just be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, this is an issue on race, and I'm going to look at race specifically. Look at how that affects like women versus males, or like LGBT community versus heterosexual people. Like, you've got to look at it from a wider range,
lens. Because at the end of the day, you as an individual may not relate to certain things the same way someone from a completely different demographic will. Certain issues won't affect you while they will affect others, and that's just the reality of a lot of situations in the world. And it's good to be educated on those things, not to be a smart ass, just to be educated on things that you should know about. So we had that. That was that's how the world works. Then we had brand.
The brand awareness.
Brand awareness. I loved brand. I've got that down as a 10 out of 10 too.
That wasn't even a song.
It wasn't even a song. It was a skit.
Yeah,
skit. A skit. And it was even the intro of the way he did inside, as like with a black square and the font. It looked like an actual brand. I would definitely purchase an inside shirt with that logo for sure. I think him being so hyper aware of like brands and the focus of social issues, and how brands are now like forcing themselves almost to care about issues that majority of them didn't care about when they started off. I think that comes to another point where I feel like as a society we are progressing. I think I think there's a level of progression in the idea that a lot of us, a lot of people, a lot of customers do actually want to see how involved companies and brands are with the real world, with issues, with etc. etc. I think Bo bringing it out to the forefront of it made it hilarious, because it has come to my realization that a lot of these brands might not have actually cared, probably don't, but they do it because they're almost forced to.
But at the same time, I think you could say the opposite of, but also highlighting the fact that, like you said, like they don't actually care, but they're just saying what they know people want to hear. So they're all talk and just completely no action. Like, yeah, we're against racism, in theory.
In theory. When he said that, that hit me like a brick. Because
but what are your actions saying? Who are you representing? What causes are you actually supporting? Where are you, like, producing your products?
And even with these things, like, how much of what you're telling us
is true?
You actually believe in yourself? A lot of these corporate organizations are owned by, and how much do they care about everything else? Like, it's easy to say, oh yeah, we're supporting Lyme disease, but buy our product, we're doing this. Like, it's good to hear on the ear, but really,
how are you supporting them? How much?
And how much do you actually care about the fact that your company even does that? Is it more of a burden to you than it is you going out of your way to actually do that? That was impressive. The meanings behind everything Bo does. It's not just comedy, is it? It's so much more. There's so much depth to Bo's skits and his songs that you cannot just watch it and not be in awe of brilliance. It genuinely is absolutely brilliant.
All of that to say, down with capitalism.
Tell him again! Alright. After brand, we had White Woman's Instagram.
Classic.
Did a reaction to the actual video. Check it out, it's on my channel. Loved it. I think on the second watch, which was just now, There was a few more things I caught, which I really enjoyed. Especially
the daisies.
The daisies. They were daisies! In my reaction video, I didn't know what flowers they were. It was bare. It was so embarrassing. Okay, it was a lot. A lot happened. Okay, I damn near called them dandelions. I was down low. Okay, I was down bad. Okay, leave me alone. No, I loved how, like you said, how much research he'd done, because I'll keep it so real. And I think you mentioned there was the TikToks, right?
Yeah,
where
the trends.
Right. So I think if you want to explain the trend.
So basically, on TikTok, most of you probably know, a lot of people were just like going on their Instagram and they were listening to a clip of the song where he's listing things like latte foam art, tiny pumpkins, and they were like gonna just stop once he listed something that was on their Instagram, and most people couldn't get past 2 or 3. I will say that a lot of this though was white women in North America, where a lot of you, there's just a lot of pumpkins there. I don't understand it.
I really don't get it either. I'll keep it so real. When she told me that it was the pumpkins where everybody failed,
yeah.
I'm like, why is there so many pumpkins on Instagram? I just don't get it. Maybe not for me. I won't understand. I'm from the UK, but
yeah,
fair dues to all.
But then someone made like a UK version, or like they made like a Tinder version. So they're like boys on Tinder, and it would be like their height in the bio. It's just like,
right.
Not that it matters. Not that it like, because apparently it matters.
Right.
That specific phrase. And guys, you know it's true. You know it's true. You'll be like, oh yeah, 6'3" because apparently it matters. It kind of does. I'm not gonna lie to you. But
see how the reality came out, lads. Don't believe none of this, yeah.
But then people
height matters, bro. It matters. There's no two ways about it.
Depending on the height of the girls too. Because I'm not gonna lie, if you're a 5 foot girl and you're looking for a 6 foot man,
they're looking for 7 foot men.
I don't.
6.
Girl, why do you want to be a backpack? Just, I mean, okay, maybe
bar chart relationships. We love to see it. Come on. I'm short, so this affects me no way. It's okay.
But you know, it's alright.
No, I loved it. I think that was really cool. Then we had the reaction video.
Unpaid intern.
Unpaid intern. That was dope. I was an intern. Thank God I was paid. I would really not want to be an unpaid intern. That sounds devilish, to make you do the absolute most for absolutely nothing.
Barely people, somehow legal.
Wow. Like, acknowledgement of why is that even a thing? Why are people allowed to work for a company, a corporate company at that, and not get paid? I don't get it.
I don't know either.
Under the claim of internship. What does that even mean? That means you're giving me a job, you're not giving me the actual role, but I'm still going to have to do majority of the work, but for no payment.
Yeah.
Surely that's not fair. Surely that makes no sense. And it's not like you being an intern automatically graduates you to a job. Yeah. It doesn't. It gives you the experience of being at that company, but that does not guarantee you a job. I think
it's just free labour.
It's free labour.
It's just free labour.
It's completely illogical. It's completely unfair.
Yeah.
I've got that down as a 8 out of 10, just for the self-awareness and the fact that he continues to react and then cuts the video and then continues to react to the reaction of the reaction. Brilliant. It's like, why haven't I reacted to my own reaction? I'm freaking hilarious.
You know what? When you once you a year past your first video,
watch my first reaction. Dope. I'll definitely do that. Yes, that's dope. Then we have Jeff Bezos.
Jeffrey Bezos.
I did like that. To be fair,
actually, no, sorry, that's not. I sang the second one.
That's the second one. That's Jeffrey Bezos too.
CEO, entrepreneur, born in 1964.
That's the one. I gave that a 6 out of 10. It wasn't like the forefront of, but I'm glad he acknowledged the one person that I feel like the whole world's been talking about over the last 2 years, I'd say. I think 2 years when his boom kind of became a billionaire there. I think, as much, I'm not going to speak outlandishly and say, I know everything about Jeff. I don't. I do
Jeff?
Yeah.
Your old pal?
Old pal Jeff, you know what I mean? I really don't. I do know that his wife had a divorce with him.
I think they separated.
Right? They separated, and I think she's the one who got him onto Amazon, like the whole thing anyway. It was originally her idea or something like that.
I do not know.
Whatever it may be, I do feel like he is a punk. I will say that. He
went to space. He spent so much money going to space, all that, like, the carbon emissions, all of that from the rocket ships, like, the test launches. And then he was like, oh yes, up there I realised, we should be doing more to save the planet. My guy, you could. You could single-handedly
Change it all.
Do a lot.
You
could
are
do a lot.
involved. You have too much guala in your account for you to sit there and act
I'm
like,
oh, I wish we could do
these.
something. Oh, people should really take it seriously. Do it then.
Yeah, like it's not your job. I'll admit that.
It's not your job,
with
but
the
you
amount
could...
of money you have, and then you have to have the thought that we should save the planet. You can actively use all that excess money you have doing nothing,
and still not spend your money until you die.
Literally,
you could solve a lot of issues and just still be rich.
And still be super damn rich, super duper rich. So then solve it, big man. Why are you looking at me? I'm broke.
Or if you don't want to solve it, don't just give like false platitudes of, oh, we should really do something. No.
I hate
Choose
that
one.
type of guy,
Choose
man.
one.
I'd rather you just be the ignorant guy, have your money and not care, than have all that money and be, guys, we should save the planet. We can do this. No,
you can do it.
You can do it. Anyway, yeah, so I'm glad.
Once again, down with capitalism.
Then we have sexting.
Sexting.
10 out of 10 for me. It's a 10 out of 10 for me.
I wonder why.
Yeah, no,
it's good.
I don't do none of those atrocious actions. All right, child of God in that. Come on. On all jokes aside, I think it hilariously relatable. Even the conversation that he has with himself when he goes,
oh, the emoji conversation.
The emoji convo, hilarious. What if she thinks I said her vagina is a Ferris wheel? Stop it. Snowman comes in, controversy avoided.
Can you imagine if you sent Son a Ferris wheel emoji? Like,
she wouldn't have any clue. She
no,
would have zero idea.
She would just be like, are we going to the circus?
What is going on here? Why is the yeah, hilarious. I think he was brutally damn honest with a lot of the things he mentioned in Sexting. You know, it's not as good as sex, but it's the next best thing. Probably true, not gonna lie.
Well.
The licking of the phone.
That got me.
Stop it, that's hilarious.
Bo probably had to wash his mouth out after. I'm like, there's a lot happening on the phone screens.
Man licked his screen. Whatever photo was there, you are a dirty little man. You know what I mean? You are a dirty little man.
I was even imagining a photo. I just pictured just lock screen.
Lock screen, just licking it. No way, that's hilarious. So yeah, no, I really did like Sexting. That was really funny. Then we've got Look Who's Inside Again.
Yeah.
Look Who's Inside Again. I've given it a 5 out of 10, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah.
So
you were like very
it's
the when he's talking about being stuck in a room as a child, there isn't much more to say about it. Anyone's funny when stuck in a room. And then well, Look Who's Inside Again.
Oh, it was a skit, wasn't it?
No, it was a song.
Was it a song? See, that's how much that's why I got a 5 out of me, alright? I'm sorry. I didn't think too much about it, but now that I'm thinking about it, fair dues to him, because I think that song was a lot more him as opposed to just a skit or a song.
Yeah,
about
none of the production or anything like that.
Because that was a lot of him, and it was about him being stuck inside again.
Yeah.
You know, with the fact that he's gone through depression, so I'm guessing he was stuck inside for a long period of time already, you know, not doing shows, etc., etc., and then also, now choosing to do one, and then being stuck inside anyway.
I think also just like inside, as in like even like inside yourself, like look who's inside again, look who's inside those feelings. And like inside that's like people are
inside
like,
the thoughts behind those feelings.
Yeah,
too.
like people are saying like I've seen again like on TikTok people listening to the song and just being like they'll realize either that they're not inside anymore because like they'll have a sudden realization, they'll do something and they'll just be like, oh, I'm not in those thoughts. I'm not in that deepness. Like deepness I'm not inside that anymore. Like I'm out.
Right.
Or the opposite way where they're like. They'll like do something and they'll just have a sudden realization that, oh shit, look who's inside again.
Oh, that's insane.
If you are feeling like you're inside at the moment as well, please just like talk to your friends or seek help in any way. I know it's easier said than done, but
100%.
You can always find people that
always
will listen to you.
Comment down below. Don't even, don't take it as anything personal. At the end of the day, it's a YouTube comment section. You're going to have loads of people that won't have a profile picture. We won't know who you are. But feel free to just let it out. Run about it if you need to. Just put it out there. I'm sure you'll get loads of people who will read and acknowledge and at least give you some good wishes. Because I know life isn't easy. Especially over the last year or so. I don't think anyone's had the easiest ride. It's not easy. to be inside your mind, to be inside thoughts, to be on your own. So please feel free to message me. You got my social medias for any time if you need to. Comment down below, and if not, talk to friends, talk to family. You will be okay. Quote of the day. And then we have.
It's not finger gunning. I just. Sorry.
Pretty sure you're like 80 deep right now. Then we have turning 30. That was good. I did like turning 30. I've got that as a 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
I really like the whole minute that he just sits there.
Just waiting.
Just waiting. Literally waiting for that moment to accept his stay. And he goes, I'm going to enjoy my 20s for a minute.
Yeah.
For a straight minute, he's going to enjoy his entire 20s. That was good. I think him.
I can imagine feeling that way when we're going to turn 30 as well.
Oh my god, I can't. Oh my god.
We're still like 23, 24, but
30, you know. Nah, man.
Get in there.
I can feel my gravestone already. No way.
Our friends are turning 25 soon. That's halfway there.
They're already 30 to me. They're finished. They're gone. I really like the fact that he was expressive with the fact that he wanted to get the special done.
Yeah.
By the time he turned 30, you know?
Yeah.
He was saying, and the fact that he's kind of had to film his own birthday, you know, and continue doing the entire special throughout that just shows the amount of effort, hard work he really did put into the special. So,
I think I googled it. I think his birthday is either like October or November. So that was when he turned 30. And then, you know, we said like he had a struggle when he realized it'd been a year of filming. Mm-hmm. Imagine that would have been like April or March or April would have been a year. So already like he was struggling to still be filming at 30, and then when he said it's been a year, and I was just like, wow, that's a good like 4 or 5 months
ahead
after he turned 30 and still struggling.
Amazing. Then we had the stream skit.
The live stream.
The Twitch stream. That was genius, man. Fair play, because that was really, really, really well done. Even the ad-libbing of, thank you for the 30 months. I'm giving out 20 subs at the end of the
months.
week. Thank you for 30.
3 months.
3 months, sorry. That's hilarious. Like, that's really, I don't know. I watch Twitch, so I do, but like, if you watch a streamer, they really are actively, you have to stay active with the chat. The whole point of them is they're watching you. It's not like YouTube where I can film it, upload it, and then comment and reply to comments when I feel like. No.
Yeah.
In a live stream, people are talking to you actively. They are sending donations. They're, you know, putting up top comments for you to read. So you're actively involved, and it was just really funny to watch him do. And on top of that, the game he's playing is himself.
Yeah.
And it's all about him crying. Day 1 was completed with 4 cries. That's hilarious to me. That is so funny. It was really creative. It really was smart. Even like telling it, the chat saying open the door, and him walking over there, opening the door, and it's not opening.
Yeah.
Brilliant. It's just well thought out. It's so fun to watch. It was such a sudden change from the songs to that skit. And it just like really gets you involved. Really, really smart. I really enjoyed that. Just screenshot my phone. Okay. Then we have shit.
Yeah. I feel like shit.
Listen, guys, we already did the whole, you know, speak to us, speak to everyone thing. If you are feeling shit, like Burnham said, you'll be alright. You'll be alright.
But also, you know, sometimes that's just life be like that.
Life be like that.
Sometimes it just like wake up at 11:30, feel like a pile of shit. But you just got, you know, we have those days.
Honestly, it's completely okay to feel like shit. I'm pretty sure we've all been there. I'm pretty sure we're going to continue to be there.
There's a line. There's a line between the feeling like shit and feeling like, oh shit. Like,
right. When you hit the oh shit,
that's
I need you to seek help.
Yeah.
Find a friend.
Or even if you feel yourself approaching it. Before you get to that stage,
right.
you feel like,
try your best to find someone to speak to. But yeah, it's okay to feel shit. You will feel shit about a lot of things. Coursework, work, friends. Hey.
These are emotional support plushies for watching inside.
Big up my boy Peak. Let's call him Peak now.
Yep, Upper.
Hey, but Upper as well, love it. So yeah, that I did enjoy shit. I think it was really funny. I think Bo was quite I don't know how to put it.
A bit of a mix between like the act, the production, but also just very real.
Real, that's it. That's probably the word. I think it was very real.
The balance.
It was really well balanced with the funny production that he had with it, but just how real it was. So I did give that an 8. I did enjoy that. Then we had Funny Feeling. Oh no, excuse me. We had Welcome to the Internet, also on my channel.
First reaction.
First reaction. Go and check that out. That was my first reaction to Burnham, actually, thanks to the lovely Reena herself. She literally FaceTimed me, told me react to Burnham, Welcome to the Internet. I ended the call and then started my video reaction. Literally played out like that. Welcome to the Internet. Solid 9 out of 10. I think. If you go check out my reaction, but I'd like to hear your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I told you to react to it is, again, like, everyone knows, like, a lot of Bo reactions started blowing up with Welcome to the Internet. It was just so different also to a lot of his previous things. Also, the tone of it, the circusy vibes, like, all of it was just, like, really well put together.
Yeah, I did really enjoy that.
Also just very relevant to... Hold on, gonna pause again. Sorry again. This time it was my grandma.
This is the life. This is the life. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So Welcome to the Internet. I do really like that. I think everything he acknowledges, the way he kind of puts out that you genuinely can do absolutely anything and everything on the internet.
Dark internet, good internet, but really, is any of it really good with the amount we've sort of become dependent on it? Like, even when he's like, we've been waiting for you, we've been waiting for like your children, and the way a lot of parents, I think, I understand it's like very easily available, it's right there, but there are a lot of parents, I think, especially like the sort of younger millennial generation, where it's just so easy to just like put something on YouTube, put something, like, I know 2-year-olds that can just use an iPad so well. They just know their apps. They know the videos they want. Like, they don't really have the comprehension. They just know, like,
where
the
things
steps.
are. Yeah. Because they're so accustomed to using it.
So then growing up, even like people our age or a bit younger than us as well, just like growing up, like using social media, using everything, and just becoming reliant on that online persona or the internet. That
was a goodie. Then we had Funny Feeling. I've got Funny Feeling down as a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. It's the listing and the...
Yeah, that was the listing one,
there
right?
It is again.
Dav got favourite singing song. I think his vocal range, I think he really showed off that he can sing. Like, he can actually really, really sing. In that song specifically, even the guitar playing was beautiful.
Like, that's very much like it. You can imagine just sitting around a campfire
and just letting Bo play. Yeah, that's a really, really a good song. I've got a quote on the gift shop at the gun range, but a mass shooting at the mall. That hit me like a brick. Oh my days. Pikachu, are you hearing that? Oh my days. That was wild, because that 180 turn from like having a gift shop at a gun range to a mass shooting at a mall where you go shopping is just, it blew my mind just to think of how simple that sentence comes across, and you're like, whoa, like, that's really what it's like. You can go to the gun range, shoot a gun, and then, get a little gift.
Yeah, like, I think it hits us harder as well, where we're obviously like from the UK, like that's not a thing here as much. Like,
as much? Has there ever been a shooting?
There was last week, Plymouth.
Oh, the Plymouth one. Oh my goodness.
And that, like, so there was, anyone who doesn't know, this man essentially just like shot 5 people in Plymouth, I think last week or the week before. And it very much shook the country, because we were like, first of all, where did he even get a gun from? It's so unusual. Like, since guns were banned, 20 or 30 years ago, before we were born, I think, whenever the last school shooting was, after that.
Yeah, they completely stopped it.
Just complete ban.
As you guys probably should do as well.
Yeah.
And self-protecting gun thing.
That Second Amendment thing, like...
Throw it in the bin! Just dash it in the bin. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing as protecting yourself with a weapon that kills. There's
different times. Like, your amendments were written 200 years ago in a very different time with very different attitudes towards people.
And now we're 200 years later and none of them things apply. Just throw them in the bin, start a new one, alright? Thanks. And on that note, I did really like Funny Feeling. Just like when you explained it to me. Because when I was listening to it, I didn't really get it as much, like the first time. But then, like, as it went on, I started to understand what he meant by
that
the
funny feeling.
Right.
Yeah.
And we all have situations where we get that funny feeling.
Yeah.
It can be absolutely anything, but that funny feeling exists. And, like, just hearing him list his ones was really really cool to listen to. And then we had All Eyes on Me. All Eyes
on Me.
On Me, yeah. All Eyes on Me. I got that as an 8 out of 10. Also reacted to that. Check it out. It's on the channel. I'm telling you, it's on the channel. Go check it out. Make
Just
both
go
our
on
lives
the channel,
easier.
search Bo Burnham.
Boom.
Do reactions.
They are. All Eyes on Me, yeah. I think that was straightforward. I think it was really good. I put it as an 8 out of 10. I don't have too much to say on that one, to be fair.
Yeah, well, I mean, you did a whole video on it.
To be fair, I did, so check that out.
Just a lot of real talking about his panic attacks and the 5-year gap.
Yeah, and it was good to see that reality, I think, coming from Bo himself. And then we had the final song, which was Goodbye, which was really nice. I put that as an 8 out of 10. It was a good closing. I think more than the song, just the video itself, like seeing him actually in the room, like all the finishing his songs, doing the editing, doing the production, like figuring out the lighting, testing out different things, doing the filming again for certain songs, redoing things. It just comes to show how much effort he truly did put into this special, like how hard it was for him to do the same thing over and over and over again over the course of damn near a year and a bit for something that he planned to do for a lot shorter after everything he went through mentally, just where he was as a person outside of the show. I think it took a lot of courage and a lot of strength for him individually to continue throughout everything to do the special the way he did and to put all the finer details, you know, the lilies, the white woman Instagram, like the research he goes into that.
The daisies.
The lilies! Oh, Peach, I'm sorry. Yes, the daisies. Just the little things I think that he went into like very, very far detail to just make comedic. But also always have that underlying deep thought somewhere for someone to interpret it a different way.
For me, like, as more than the production, I actually did like the song a lot. Like, again, one of my top 5 in terms of like just singing in the car or whatever. And I also like the way he used snippets of the old songs. So it's like, right from when he goes to "Am I Going Crazy? Would I Even Know? Am I Right Back Where I Started 14 years ago?" which is when he first started putting
YouTube videos
up. To the whole switching around in comedy where he's like, if you wake up in a house that's full of smoke, don't panic. Call me and I'll tell you a joke. To then being like, if I wake up in a house that's full of smoke, I will panic. Call me and tell me a joke. And then, oh shit, you're really joking at a time like this, like
genius.
Then straight into the
plays so well. Yeah,
look who's inside again. They're zooming out. He's naked. There's a lot happening, but
it's brilliant because I feel like it connects everything. He kind of just at the end just connects absolutely everything in such a genius way, where you're just like, and the fact that you get to see him, the video itself is him like doing, you know, the work that he's put behind the production. It just gives it such a nice closing. Like, I felt like that was the perfect way for him to close it.
Yeah.
I felt like that was really good. So guys, that was the review of Bo Burnham Inside. If you stay to the end, what do we make them comment?
Tell us your top 5.
Oh, hit me with your top 5 songs, including skits. Top 5 from Bo Burnham Inside. How many likes should we go for?
500.
Whoa! She hit me with the mad number.
I aim high.
Alright. I'm gonna go a little lower, okay? 50. 499.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go 499 likes. That's the likes I want to get. You know, we'll get there one day. And one day they'll come quickly. Until then, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And until next time, thank you for staying, guys. Really do appreciate you. This was The Real Doshan.
And Reena.
Signing out.
Bye.
Bow.